there, people. Welcome to the Juvenile Corner, your space, my space, and the youth space right here on AMBODTV station. I am your host, Lino Nanyiza, back here again with a very wonderful and exuberant topic and a very interesting guest. This guest of mine today is actually a pastor, but I won't tell you his name right now. I'll tell you after this short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back, our darling viewers. So as I told you, I have a very important guest here with me on set, and this person is none other than the founder of Sense of Salvation Chapel, Pastor Charles. You're very welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, so now here today we'll be discussing a very important topic entitled Youth Finance and Self-Dependence. I'm sure you were thinking, since he's a pastor, it will be spiritual, but today we're talking about money, people. Money matters. So now, Pastor Charles, without even wasting much of the people's time, what is finance in general terms?
All right. I know many people would define it in different ways.
Okay.
But just to make it simple, I would say finance, this is the way we manage money.
Manage money. Okay.
So it's just the management of money in short terms. How we spend, how we plan for it, how we are going to use it in the future. That's finance.
Okay.
Yes.
So meaning when we talk about finance, it's just concerning money, nothing else but money.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay, money. So why is it important to finance the youth, since we're talking about youth finance and development?
All right. We need to understand that youths are the future foundation. I would say the foundation of the future.
Okay.
So if we empower the youths, it means we are also empowering the future. So if the youths are financed, we are sure that even the future will be bright. So that's the reason why we're talking about financing the youths.
Okay, so we finance the youths so that we have a bright future.
Yes.
But when we take a look at most of the youths of today, I'm pretty sure that the youth of today are not really growing the way they are supposed to be, and they are not really portraying that bright future in front of them. So don't you think that financing them would rather be a harm more than a benefit to the future?
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
Because when proper knowledge is given, that wouldn't be the case at the end of the day. The reason why we are seeing all those things happen is because they don't have the right knowledge about finances. They don't have the right skills when it comes to the issue of finance. So if they're educated wisely, if they're well taught about the issue of finance, I strongly believe that they wouldn't be in the mess where they are right now, as you had said.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, when we talk about knowledge, how exactly can they gain that knowledge about finance?
If we go back, if we go in the area of the church,
The church.
The church has to play a big role in terms of coming up with programs that can teach youths on how they can manage their finances.
Okay.
So, like I said, that one of the reasons is because they lack the knowledge about finances. Yeah.
Okay. So now I have to take you back a bit. When you talk about the church again, when we take a look at most of the youths of today, I can say 70% of them are not really in church.
Okay.
Yes. And then it's only the 30% who take church matters or godly matters seriously. 70% are mostly serious with worldly things, beer, alcohol, prostitution, and other things. Others even say, yes. So now, how can the church help those youths who are not in the church?
The church cannot work independently. We have other stakeholders that can also be involved in talking about the financial management.
Okay.
We have NGOs, even other people that can also be who can be brought on board to talk about financial management. So it's not only just about the church, but we're also talking about outsiders as well that can come in and educate youths about finances.
Wow, okay, very nice. So people, as you have seen, he is a pastor, but also a man with few words, very few words. So, Pastor Charles, can financing the youth cause self-dependence or rather a dependence syndrome in them, whereby they just start depending on the people financing them to say, even if I squander this money, I'll receive more. Even if I do this, I'll be financed again.
I would say both.
Okay,
I would say both, depending on the knowledge again that has been given to a particular youth.
Wow.
If one is taught in a right way on how to manage money, that person won't be dependent on somebody. But for example, if somebody is taught about the skills on how to multiply the same finances, I don't think such a person will go back from where he has been supported by. So it's all about the mode, the way in which a person is being financed.
Okay.
If you finance a person without giving him the right principles, tomorrow they'll come back.
Yeah, to ask again.
Yes, but if they have been taught, they have been given skills on how they can sustain themselves, I strongly believe that these people can do better. They can just depend on themselves.
Okay, so meaning as they are being financed, they should also be given the right knowledge.
The right knowledge,
so
skills.
Viewers, you who are listening, you want to finance your child, you want to fund your child, your niece or whoever, give them the right knowledge and teach them appropriately. Let them know how they should use those funds. So now, Pastor Charles, I heard you say that the church as well as other NGOs can provide knowledge and skills concerning finance. So now, who can finance the youth? Since those can provide knowledge, now who exactly can finance the youth?
You mean who can finance the youths?
Yes.
I've already talked about the church, right?
Yes, the church.
Talked about the NGOs, right?
Yes.
Even the government. Oh, we've seen, like in our country, we've seen the issue of CDF, where we see youths being empowered, being financed as well, taken into skills training colleges, all those areas, so that they can have the right knowledge when it comes to the issue of managing finances.
Wow. Okay, so let me just ask, impressed with the issue of CDF coming from a pastor. So maybe have you done something to do with politics?
No, not really. Not really. I haven't done that.
Okay, how nice. Okay, so is there a particular age at which the youth can be financed?
Again, the answer is no.
No. Okay.
Yeah, the answer is no. I wouldn't say that there's a specific age group where I would say that no, we at such a level or a stage one should be financed, but it's all about the maturity.
Maturity.
Okay. And like I said, if one is properly taught, properly guided, finance can be done. Financing can be done.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so now when we talk about a youth, some people say that a youth is someone from 13 to 35. Others say 15 to 35. Others 19 or 20 to 35. So now within that range, there are those people who are still in school, as in secondary or primary school. And then there are those who are tertiary. Others are already done. And they are working. So for those who are working, let's exclude them. But now let's talk about those who are in primary and secondary school. So this 15-year-old who is in grade 7 and this 19-year-old who is in grade 11, who needs to be financed more between these two?
Definitely the one who is in grade 11, as you are saying.
11, okay. Why?
Like I said, we are not financing. First, I talked about having the right knowledge. So the one who's a bit younger first has to be taught.
Okay.
Yes, has to be taught. You teach them on how to use finance, how to invest, how to venture into businesses. They have to know those knowledge, knowledge, even at the tender age. They have to grow up with that skill. They have to know on how they can manage their finances. So now, the one who's in grade 11, I assume probably such a person may be in the range of in the age of probably 16. Yeah, so they will need more money, so those people, they have to be financed
Okay.
more than the other one.
Okay, so I'm sure there is a parent out there who's watching and then is thinking of funding his or her child, like financing the child for their education. And then you're talking about that person who is young needs to be trained. So how long does it take for youth to be fully trained before being financed?
I wouldn't say that there is a specific period to say it would take such as.
Okay.
No, we'll just see how the child is responding towards the lessons that have been taught.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say there's a specific age. I mean, there's a specific period. No, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
It's all about the response. How is this child adapting to the information that is being given to him or her? So you tell. You
Wow.
tell. Yeah.
Okay. So meaning if a child responds quickly, then finance will be faster.
Yes.
And if the response is slow,
You
then
take time to nurture the child.
Oh, wow. Okay. How nice. How nice. So, Pastor Charles, how many times must a youth be funded or financed for them to be completely self-dependent?
Yeah. Again, I would say shouldn't be a fixed number of times, because we respond differently. Suppose if I say that you can only finance an individual once, then I fail today. Does it mean that that's the end of it? No.
No, second chance.
So yes, so I wouldn't say again that there's a specific number of times, but it's all about the output. How this person responded again towards the finance. So it's all about helping, looking at how best this person is going to come out or become. Yes.
Okay, so now let me take it a little bit personal. I'm sure you're a father, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's very nice. So now let's talk about your firstborn child, son or daughter? Daughter, your firstborn daughter. At what age would you wait for her to reach before you finance her?
I've already talked about the issue of knowledge. So as early as it is, I've already started educating her about finances.
Wow, how nice.
Yes. By the way, she's just 5.
5 years and she's already being educated. Parents, learn, please. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So as early as it is, we talk about finances. So I've seen in many homes there's a misuse of funds.
Yes. Yeah. True.
You can just buy anything that the child wants, not knowing that you are spoiling the child.
Yes, Dad, I want a phone.
You see.
Yes. Okay. So now, aside the age, how much would you start with? How much would you finance your child with? Like a specific sum of money.
Okay.
Yes. So how much would you give your child for her to be self-developed? How much exactly?
Again, like I said, that it depends.
Depends.
It depends.
Okay. I know it depends, but according to your own point of view and how you have trained your child and you're still training her, when she reaches that particular level of maturity, how much would you give her to start with finance?
Okay, if we're talking about, I don't know which area we're talking about, if it's the issue of financing in terms of business, or which area do you want me to talk about mostly?
Let's talk about business.
If she wants to start a business.
Yes.
Again, like I said, it depends with the type of business that she wants to start.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
So I wouldn't say I'll give her such an amount when I don't know the business that she wants to start.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it depends on the type of business. Yes. So meaning whatsoever business she chooses, you can be willing.
That's the one that's going to determine.
And you can be willing to give her that exact amount of capital to start.
Yes, if
Wow. Okay. Okay. That's very nice. Very, very nice. A father indeed. Yes, a father indeed. So now, aside all that, let's talk about those parents who are not really financially stable. We have seen a lot of homes in copper belts in Lusaka, here in Zambia, whereby they are, I can say, not really financially stable.
yes.
Yes. And then they really want to finance this child of theirs. What advice can you give to them?
Yeah, number one, the greatest capital on earth, it's not finances or money,
Okay.
but it's the mind.
The mind. Okay.
It's all about the way you think, the way you respond towards any given situation. Yeah, so first of all, uh, like you come up with a plan.
Plan.
Come up with a plan, depending on what you want your
Yes.
child to do. Yeah, then definitely, I know at the end of the day, you definitely find a way out of it.
Way out. Wow. Okay. So meaning even if you have to sleep hungry, so long as the child is financed,
Yes.
it's okay. Wow, how nice, how nice. Okay, fine. So now let's talk about those parents who say, me when I was a child, my father never gave me anything to build my life. So why should I give you? So that's a parent telling the daughter or the son to say, I won't fund you for you to start up your own life because I wasn't funded by my father for me to start up my own life. What can you say to those?
Opportunities differs, and we grow up different. So the way I've grown up, I don't. There may be a difference in the way my child will grow up.
Okay.
So certain things we shouldn't just compare and want to impose my lifestyle on my child. No.
Wow.
Yeah. So we grew up differently, and we have different lives, by the way. So I wouldn't I wouldn't want to impose my life on my child. Rather, I would want her to experience our life as well. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you very much. So now let's take it back to the church. And this is my last question. Taking it back to the church. So you say the church can finance as well as educate the youth.
Yes.
Now, in a situation whereby we have heard many stories where the church will give you money as maybe a loan to start up something, and then as soon as you are done, you pay it back.
Yes.
Yes. But most people will run away.
Yes.
And then they'll even stop praying and they'll even stop going to church. So now, what can you say about that? What's your view concerning that?
When it comes to the issue of help, we shouldn't stop. Number one, I know we may feel as if we are being cheated by our members. As you have said, you help somebody, then they go for good. But we shouldn't stop. We shouldn't stop. The motive there is trying to impact, is trying to empower the youths. So if we know that that's what we are doing, we shouldn't stop. And for those that do that, they are very wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, they are very wrong.
Very wrong.
Yes.
Okay, now, don't you think that not stopping financing those youths who run away is actually leading them to stop, like to break the relationship that they have with God? Because they'll stop going to church, and eventually that love that they have for God will start dying out because they'll be afraid. That pastor had lent me money and I ran away, so I can't go to church. I can't do that. So if you continue helping them and then they continue running away, doesn't it mean that they'll break their relationship with God? And then it will be the church again who's responsible somehow.
Yeah, definitely the relationship will be shaken. Yeah, definitely there will be that. But before we do the financing, before we release the funds, there should be proper guidance and training.
Okay.
You know, one of the things that I've seen, that I've discovered is that we tend to give people money to be, yet we don't usually give them the right knowledge, the right training. So the most important thing here, before we give out the funds, first of all, let's educate.
Okay.
Let's educate.
Sensitize.
Yes, we talk about, investments, hold business meetings, business seminars within the church. Yes, then afterwards, that's when we can do that. I know even if they can be that, people who are like that will always be there.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, but the most important thing is what about training? Let's train people before we give them.
Okay.
Let's train people before they are helped, before they are empowered. Let there be a proper training for them.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Because like I said, even about the government, you find people applying for CDF. They'll be given grants, but yet they don't even have a proper reason why they want to have that money. You ask them why are you applying for it? They don't even have a proper plan. They don't even have a vision of what they want to do. But at the end of the day, when they get the money, they'll just squander it, misuse it, and that's the end of the day. Yeah. So I feel that proper mentorship should be done in the church when it comes to the issue of finances.
Okay.
Yeah. And because if you look at most of a huge number of youths that are suffering, to say, they are Christians.
Yes.
Why?
Christians.
Because proper mentorship has not been taught in the church.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, very nice, very nice. So now, sorry, I know I say that was the last question, but which one do you think is better? Giving the church giving the youth loans for them to pay back, or the church just financing the youth for free without expecting them to pay back?
On that one, it would be very difficult for me to choose because all of them are okay with me.
Okay.
Because if we're just giving it freely, people will just take it for granted to say it was just given for free. Okay. But if there's an argument, an argument that is there, there'll be that mind of saying I need to pay back, so I need to work hard.
Okay, yes. Work hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So our darling viewers, I was here on set today with Pastor Charles, a founder, the founder, in fact, he himself, the founder of Saints of Salvation Chapel, here with me talking about youth finance. And I'm sure you have learned one thing, something, or maybe everything from this discussion. And I hope that you shall put this into practice, especially you parents, because I was here with a father today on set talking about how he himself can finance the child. So please, learn something, people. Learn something. But for now, I think it's bye-bye. You are watching the Juvenile Corner, your space, my space, as well as the youth space right here on AMBODTV station. I was your host, Lino Nanyiza, and with me here on set, Pastor Charles himself. We say bye.